Hi, this is Bobby Scuteri, also known as Cyber Teacher 100. You can find me on YouTube as Cyber Teacher 100, or you can find me on my website at balloonman.cc with 2 L's and 2 O's. I am presenting a video on subtracting fractions for you, broken up into 3 different sections. The first section is on subtracting simple fractions. The second one is subtracting mixed numbers with unlike denominators. And the third video is a little bit longer, and that's subtracting fractions with unlike denominators when you have to borrow. I hope this video helps you out, and please feel free to provide me with any useful feedback. Thanks for watching, and I hope this helps. Hello, welcome back. Today we're going to practice subtracting fractions. We're going to start off with the very basic, easiest type of subtracting of fractions. Over here you have 3/8 minus 1/8. You have common denominators already, which is what you need in order to subtract fractions. All you do is you subtract your numerators, 3 and 1. 3 minus 1 is 2. Then you have your denominator of 8. The denominator stays the same. Very simple. Now, whenever subtracting fractions, you're supposed to always simplify. Whenever you do any math problem, you're supposed to always simplify. That means to reduce to lowest possible terms. So you have to find what number goes into both 2 and 8, and that would be 2. 2 goes into 2 one time, and 2 goes into 8 4 times. So 1/4 will be your final answer. Very simple. Now we're going to try subtracting fractions with mixed numbers that have like denominators. Basically, you do exactly the same thing. You get 4 minus 2, which is 2. Your denominator stays the same. And then you subtract your numerators. 8 minus 3 is 5. This can't be reduced, so that is actually your final answer, 2 5/9. Done. Okay, now we're going to try a little harder one. This is subtracting mixed numbers with unlike denominators, where you're going to end up having to borrow from one of the whole numbers in order to do it. Are you ready? First of all, this one's easy to change because I don't have to change both denominators. I only need to change one. I can make the 5 into a 10 by multiplying both of these times 2. So I'm going to actually change the 1/5 to 2/10. Let's cross that out. Now, can I subtract? Can I take 7 away from 2? No. In order to do this, I'm going to have to be able to change this into an improper fraction. Down here I'm going to review real quick on how to change this into an improper fraction, and then we're going to make an adjustment. Let's put 8 and 2/10. To change 8 and 2/10 to an improper fraction, basically you multiply this times that and add that. So 8 times 10 is 80 plus 2 is 82. So we put 82 over 10. I don't really need to do that up there. I only need to borrow 1 from the 8 and do that. So let me erase this. If I borrow 1 from the 8, that's 7. Okay, my denominator will stay the same. It's a general rule in adding and subtracting fractions. So if I borrow 1 from the 8, I'm going to do the same procedure but times 1 instead of times 8. So 1 times 10 times 2, plus 2, I'm sorry. Basically all you're doing is adding those two numbers, and that's going to be your new numerator. 7 and 12/10 is the same value as 8 and 1/5. I had to just adjust my numbers first. Take some steps when you're going to do this kind of problem. You have to be patient. Now you have 3 and 7/10. So remember, in order to be able to subtract this, all I had to do was rename 8 and 1/5 to 7 and 12/10. Now I can subtract. My denominator is going to stay the same. 7 take away 3 is 4. That's going to be my new whole number. 12 take away 7 is 5. Am I done? Close. Now, this is reducible. You're not really done until you reduce to simplest terms. So 5/10, as most of you already know, is the same as 1/2. That reduces by 1/2. 5 goes into both of these. So 5 divided by 5 is 1. 10 divided by 5 is 2. And then you move the 4 here, and there's your final answer, 4.5. So 8 1/5 take away 3 7/10 is equals to 4.5. And that's subtracting fractions. I hope that was helpful.